Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. I hope this video finds you healthy and well, and that you're being smart enough to wear masks when you go out in public. So, as my buddy, although I guess we're not really buddies, Charles Barkley likes to say, first things first. If you listen to the Steam Room podcast that he's on, you get that. Or if you watch a lot of basketball on the Turner networks, you'll get it. But anyway, I wanted to say thanks for the comments on yesterday's video. It was a longer video. It was just a little over 20 minutes, and all I keep hearing is, shorter videos, shorter videos, shorter videos. But I got a couple of real good comments on there. I got I got a nice comment from G's Mikey talking about my controversial opinion. JT Triple Crown 24 left a long comment on there, which was awesome, and Eddie's Baseball Autograph. So if you don't follow any of those channels, go check them out. But they all left long comments, and I loved it, and I got back with them, and I'm not sure if they've replied to me yet. I've been doing some other things this evening. So that also being said, apologies for any glare on my lighting. I like to do these videos late afternoon, early evening, because the home office that I'm in, that's when the lighting is the best from outside. I don't have to use any lighting, but Stella, who you've heard and seen in some other videos for the second time in 5 days, ended up in my neighbor's yard this morning. She jumped the fence again. So I had to go do some yard work after I got done working today, and it's later. I need light, so I apologize for any glare. Anyway, let's get to it. It's a mail call Monday. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done one of these, and I just don't have mail coming in. I'm just not buying much right now. But I did treat myself to 2 little things with my stimulus check. I'm so confused right now. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to show those off. Did have another piece of mail come in today, but I'm going to show that tomorrow. It's from a YouTuber, and as I mentioned recently, I want to give YouTubers sending me care packages their own video, because I think that's awesome what they're doing. And in this particular case, this is the 3rd time this YouTuber has hit me, and I have yet to hit him, so I'm going to have to get on my game here soon. So, these are 2 mail days. It's a lot of cards, and as you see from the title, or I think I'm going to call it Bond in Basketball. So, got a lot of James Bond cards. I haven't shown much of those on here, but I picked up a lot on eBay and got each of these cards for, was either less than $2 or right around $2 a piece, I think. Love James Bond. I've passively started collecting some of that stuff, so here we go. You're not going to see a whole lot of guys or actors that you know. These are guys that were smaller roles. George Rubasek. So what do we got? He was in The Spy Who Loved Me. These are the old Rittenhouse autographs. Something I love about these that I hadn't noticed. I did have a few of these, but noticed when I was putting these into their semi-rigids. By the way, the guy that shipped this, how he shipped this lot of cards, autographed cards, I think there's 18 of them maybe. He put them in between 2 semi-rigids in a team bag. No sleeves, no nothing. I hope that any of you watching this, if you trade or sell stuff, do better, because it honestly is pathetic. Thankfully, nothing got hurt. Anyway, what I was going to say is these cards are awesome. What I love about these is they have a matte finish, so the signatures turn out to look great on these. They do not have gloss on them. And they also have, you can kind of see there, they also have, what do they have? Rittenhouse Archives on them. That's kind of what those lines are, and those are actually what am I looking for? They're raised just a little bit so you can feel them on the back of the cards. So anyway, George Rubasek was in The Spy Who Loved Me. Rufus Wright from Quantum of Solace, which is one of my upper tier ones, but to be honest, I am not sure who he is. Treasury Agent, so yeah, may have only been in a few scenes. Treasury Agent. So he was the one that was giving had something to do with Bond probably getting the money to play in the poker game. Jimmy Roussonis from, he was a pipeline technician in The World Is Not Enough. Claude Oliver Rudolph. Come on, focus. Doesn't really matter if you don't. We're not looking for too much here. Anyway, is in The World Is Not Enough as well. The only black and white one, I believe, which I think is kind of cool, kind of different. Shane Rimmer, who was in The Spy Who Loved Me. Anthony Forrest. This is one I do not recognize. He was in The Spy Who Loved Me as well. Jesus Ochoa, I believe he was from one of the more recent ones. Yeah, he was in Quantum of Solace. That was the one I was thinking of that involves Central America. Tom Chadbourne, also from Casino Royale. He was a stockbroker. Alrighty then. Jan Roland from You Only Live Twice. She was a masseuse. Ooh la la. And got a double of her in that lot. So that is going to my buddy Sammy, who has helped me out a lot over the years. Has given me some great deals. I know him from Twitter, and he's also a big Bond collector. And he's actually the one that let me know about the Judi Dench auto that you saw a few weeks ago. Femi Gardiner from The Living Daylights. And that would be Ms. Gardner again. She was a harem girl in The Living Daylights. Christina, I'm not sure how you would say that. Would you say that? Hui? I'm not sure. From Moonraker. Ooh boy. Nakas Jean-Louis. Go ahead, make fun of me. It's fine. I didn't take French in school. She was in Moonraker. Diana Lee Sue, I guess. From License to Kill. Alkis Kritikos. He was in For Your Eyes Only, which is one of my favorite movies. I don't remember his particular character. I think he's one of the guys helping them when they scale the mountain to get up to the, I don't know, whatever you would call it, the hiding place of the villain. Speaking of villains, and speaking of For Your Eyes Only, John Wyman. He was Eric in For Your Eyes Only. He was the guy that was the decathlete, that was the crush of the very young, I don't know if she's considered a Bond girl, but she was trying to be a Bond girl. She was pretty young. So anyway, that was a lot of 007 autographs. And the basketball is just one card, and it is my second Jason Williams card since I have come back to basketball. And I am in love with this card. This card has so many things going for it. So A, I am not really a relic person. I don't care about relics. It just doesn't do that much for me. But this has a lot of things going for it. So A, I love the pinstripe. So, two color, cool, but I love that it's a pinstripe. I love that it is, as you can call it, Christmas cards. So I love Christmas. I'm a big fan of the holiday. So it's definitely my favorite time of the year, my wife and I. So that is cool. I love cards that have a Christmas theme to them. And then part of the reason it's called a Christmas card is it tells you in there that it is a game-worn swatch, or a game-worn piece, I should say, which is a win. It's not just a player-worn. It was worn on Christmas Day 2009 in the game, and then it gives you what he did in the game. 15 minutes of action versus Boston on Christmas Day 2009, dishing out an assist in the Magic's 86-77 loss. Also numbered out of 499, not a big deal. There is a parallel numbered out of 25, but there's one on eBay, but I don't care. I don't see the difference. It's still just a relic card, whether it's numbered out of 499 or 25. There's nothing different about it to me, and that's where I am with autographs and relics. I'm not into the manufactured scarcity making it a different card. Just is what it is. But yeah, Wax Museum podcast. If you're into basketball cards, check it out. He does have a channel here, but he doesn't put his podcasts up there. But he did an episode last week or the week prior on how he goes about trying to figure out the jersey swatch on the card and what game it came from. And he does a lot of research on that, and it's fascinating. It's not something I'm interested in, but I find it super fascinating. If that's something you're interested in, you really ought to check out his podcast. Even if you're not into basketball, it still would cross sports, and it's pretty awesome. So that's the second card in my Jason Williams collection, which will be a small collection, just focused on, specific things that I like. I'm not looking to get a whole lot of base or anything like that. I keep this collection a lot tighter. Some refractors, some autographs, at least one game-used relic, but hopefully I will find some more of these down the road and pick those up. So, I just want to say thanks if you're still watching. I truly appreciate you hanging with me through all my incessant talking and everything. So other than that, hope everyone has a great Monday night. Happy collecting, y'all, and I will see you down the road.